Bomba Radio, and DXAD, Radio Patrol and Spirit FM. Okay, there you go. And for print, we have Sunstar, Davao, Edge Davao, Mindanao Times, Mindanao Daily Mirror, Mindanao News, Manila Bulletin, Philippine Daily Inquirer, Mindanation, Ateneo, of course, is being represented, Davao Today, Davao Catholic Herald, UP Mindanao, Hinati, Manila Standard, and Rappler. And of course, for our TV or television group, we have the People's Television Davao. Alright, we have UNTV, we have ABS-CBN Davao and ABS-CBN Manila, and we have Gina Davao, TV5 Davao. Alright, let me know if I missed anyone. Alright, so to start off the press conference, since we're pressed for time as well, we'd like to ask for the opening statement Father Tabar can share with everyone this afternoon. Father?
Ateneo de Davao University is very happy to have had the privilege of hosting Secretary Gina Lopez of the Department of Energy and Natural Resources. And we also welcome very, very specially Secretary Abelia, who is here with us as the presidential spokesperson. Ateneo de Davao has for a long time been engaged in various environmental advocacies. We have been very strong in the work against irresponsible mining in the country. We have been working for against aerial spraying. We have been working for green spaces in the cities. We have been working for water in the country, the preservation of our waters, the recharging of our aquifers, and so on and so forth. It's in this context that we were very, very happy to hear of the appointment of Gina Lopez, who in our various advocacies in the past was our ally and friend and co-advocate for the environment. So when Gina became secretary, I said, your first stop has to be Ateneo de Davao, and she very graciously agreed. So we're very happy to welcome her here this morning, and it's very clear that change was promised and change is already happening. So without further ado, I turn this microphone over to Secretary Gina Lopez.
It is my deep honor and I'm trying to find the right adjective, it is my honor, okay, and my excitement to be here in Mindanao. And my commitment to Mindanao is of social justice. And my definition of social justice in the context of the environment is that the resources of Mindanao must necessarily be enjoyed by the people of Mindanao. And that is my commitment. I don't want DNR to just be a regulatory agency. I want to work together with the people of Mindanao such that their resources can lead to their quality of life. And this is what excites me, because after coming here, my God, Mindanao is a wealth, not only a wealth of resources, but a wealth of intelligence, a wealth of creativity. And it is my hope that our efforts here in Mindanao will be a shining example to the rest of the country. In addition, in closing, I want to say that we are truly, truly, truly privileged to have a president who loves the environment and is totally against corruption, like totally. And he's not only loving the environment and against corruption, he's sobrang matapang. Like he's really, he's a no holds barred, he puts his will into it. And because of this, having a president like this, which is no holds barred, like no nonsense president, I have no doubt, that we can even bring peace in Mindanao. That's my conviction. If we address social injustice, if the people of Mindanao are able to enjoy their resources, it's gonna be really a different Mindanao in a very, very short span of time. I also want to acknowledge the cabinet. The president has chosen a sterling cabinet. I mean, I've been there, I sit with them, they're really, really magaling. And most important than magaling, they feel from their heart. In fact, tomorrow the Department of Agriculture Secretary is coming. I know you have here this presidential spokesperson. He was an ex-pastor, diba, no? Like really, really good people. And I think when you get good people who lead and feel from the heart, like the president is all heart, actually. I have no doubt the Philippines is going to see the light of day during this administration. Thank you. Okay. Did you want to say something? Yeah, Ernie. This is a presidential spokesperson.
I'd just like to affirm the intentions, the words and heart of Secretary Lopez, especially regarding the intentions of the President about about wanting the resources of Mindanao and the nation to be utilized, especially for the people and for the common good. I'd just like to affirm that how deeply the President feels about uplifting the quality of life, especially of those who have not yet become part of any more inclusive economy. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, distinguished guests, especially Ms. Lopez. So at this point, we'll have round one. We'll open the floor for questioning. So we are encouraging one question for each group or each company represented, and one follow-up question. On the second round, we'll have a free-flowing form of questioning. So yes, sir. Do we have an there? So you can please use a mic over there. Everyone will have that opportunity.
Good morning, Secretary Gina Lopez. I'm Cesar Sarslanos of Lopez, Mindanao. At the same time, member of the editor of the Press Freedom News and broadcaster based in Bati City. Ma'am, meron bang mining company sa Mindanao na ipapasara niyo?
Today.
Ano yun, ma'am?
Today we are suspending. What's the name, Leo? What's the name of that? Claver Minerals. I think that's owned by Pichan, is that correct? Or we're not supposed to say that? I'm not meant to. Don't get me into trouble. I won't do no. Okay, but where's Claver Mineral?
Claver Mineral.
Yeah, it's really bad. Oh my God, if you see the pictures, we'll show you the pictures. Like, wow, like was like really bad, no? It used to be near a white, it was near a white sand beach, Leo.
Yung pangalan, ma'am.
My God, no?
Aside from the company that you will be close to any other, ma'am?
Yes, we are gonna.
How many, ma'am?
We are auditing three. There were Greenstone, Taganito, and SRMI Metals. Okay, and then I want you to know that the audit is not just technical. The audit is also social. Okay, kung may komunidad na nagdudusa dyan, hindi pwede yan. Kung nagkakasakit sila, hindi pwede yan. We're also testing the water, the agriculture, the fishing. Kung palpak sila dyan, they're not following the law. Okay, and then we are going to finish the rest of the mines in Mindanao by next week. By next week! Ayan, tapos na yung audit ng lahat ng mina sa Mindanao. Next week. Okay, we're also doing a evaluation of the ECCs. ECC, you know, we're gonna evaluate if these ECCs, if this company should have in fact been given an ECC like Tampakan. Was it okay to give them an ECC like that? We're going to evaluate everything. Okay.
Sir, can we have the second question from this gentleman in gray, please?
Good morning, Madam Secretary. I'm
member of the from 98.8 Lopez in Davao del Norte, and also a member of the Fraternal Order of Eagles.
Fraternal Order of Eagles?
Yes, ma'am.
There's a Fraternal Order of Eagles?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, yan
Yes, ma'am. Let me proceed, ma'am. 3 months ago, a cease and desist order was issued in a mining company in Atcp. And
That's the one where they're in between the two protected area? Yes.
Yes. It so happened that one of the members of the oversight committee who was instructed to investigate is also one of our leaders in the Fraternal Order of Eagles. And when we received the report last week, we were surprised because they were given an OTP pala after that cease and desist order, and last week nag-load po sila ng ore sa vessel.
Yeah.
So there was an information given to us that in a few days from now, maglo-load na naman po sila. Ano po yung silbi ng ating cease and desist order when it was in fact issued after the oversight committee was able to submit a comprehensive report with complete pictures and anything and everything. So yun po ang issue ngayon, ma'am. What are we going to do with this?
I'm gonna let you know my own take on that, okay? And then I'm gonna ask Leo to answer the technicalities. My personal take on that is having, having a mine in between two protected areas. That's a little crazy, right? I would mine into two protected areas. That's my take, that's not legal because I feel that you're killing the economic potential of that entire place to help the community. So, but I have to follow the law. So I'm gonna let Leo talk to follow the law. Okay.
Last week, the Biodiversity Management Bureau of the DNR sent a team to assess the impact of the mining operation to biodiversity. And yesterday, they informed us in advance about the result. It was found that one, the mining project has cut trees in the pygmy forest. Second, the company has dumped soil in the river. Third, if we don't stop the progress of the mine, it will threaten a lake. There's a beautiful lake there, yeah. And among other findings, and this report now is to be submitted to the Office of the Secretary, and we think that the Office of the Secretary will make a decision on that very soon.
Yeah, today.
Yes, ma'am. For follow-up, ma'am.
I don't like it, no.
Yeah, one follow-up,
Okay,
ma'am.
all right.
I just want to emphasize, there was a cease and desist order issued to that
Right.
company.
So what's
but
an
still, they were able to load last week and they're going to load more in a few days.
So they
What
went
is
against the law.
What is the status of that cease and desist order, sir? How come? Thank you.
We will take to task the regional office to shed light on that, and if there is a violation of the CDO,
We'll cancel the MPSA.
we will stop the whole transport permit, if that is the case.
Okay, so you can put this down, no? Like for example, if there's a cease and desist order and then you suspend, and the mining company there continue to violate the suspension order, we can in fact legally stop the mine operation completely if they don't follow the law. So you have to make us cuento if they're not doing it or not. Okay, you have to. Where's Annabelle? You distribute my calling card, no? Yeah. Yeah, I did. They didn't follow.
So
the-
they violated the CDO.
Yeah, if they violated the law, they're in hot water, no? They're in trouble, man. If the law was given, if a cease and desist order was given, and they continue to do that, and we have evidence, they're in hot water. What sanctions? Hot water, no? They shouldn't do that. We can cancel their operations. Okay, we can do it, right?
Yes.
All right.
Right. Let's move on to the gentleman in black.
Good noon ba? Erwin Mascarillas of Interaction and CNN Philippines. Ma'am, I would like to ask, ano yung plan for, because photos have been circulating about how the damage had been done.
Again, can you ask a question?
Photos have been circulating about how the damage has been done in Surigao del Sur, and
Surigao
Surigao del Norte.
Yeah.
And for the past 6 years now,
Yeah.
the people in Cantilan, Clave, in other
Yeah.
areas in Surigao del Sur and Norte have been complaining in NGB Surigao City about problems, but there was no
Nothing.
actions since from the past administration. Actually, mayroong court order before, but it was not acted because the MGB in Surigao City said that we are not sheriff to implement such action.
They are not what?
The sheriff. And when several from Cantilan, I think Ms. Hutchins and other people,
Yeah, I understand. Bakit wala pang nagawa?
Yes, made that point. Nirefile daw yung case na naman.
Okay.
And again,
So, Leo, you wanna answer that?
ang question lang is, where is this heading now for the people in the area? Especially, dalawa yung problem within Surigao, especially in Cantilan with the watershed where the mining is happening. It was presented earlier, and actually some of the photos that was used earlier are mine photo, and it clearly shows the damage has been done in the area. The aerial photos that was presented, the damage has been done. So why is it that it took this long for the DNR to act?
Yeah, okay. So, Leo, you wanna answer that?
Yes, ma'am. Photographs like this, here you see a nickel mine where the nickel ore spills over into the sea, causing siltation. These are grounds for immediate suspension. So the audit being done by the DNR, not only in Surigao but in the entire country,
Here, you can see.
covering 40 metallic mines, and then 65 non-metallic mines will be the will be the basis for a final judgment on how we would allow or not those mining operations. So we wait for the audit. It's a comprehensive study that will finally give us an informed decision on how to decide on those mines.
Okay. So, this is my commitment, my personal commitment. All those that don't pass the audit, I won't even wait 1 hour. Finished. Finished. Okay, it's finished. It's over, you know. Once I'll follow the due process, but for me, justice delayed is justice denied. What happened in the past happened in the past. You know, it's a complicated situation because, I mean, you know, I don't want to say anything against anyone, okay, but what I want to say for now, that's what I can commit to. Now, okay, it will not be allowed anymore, okay? And I also want you to know that I'm putting up an arm in DNR, not a desk, okay? An arm, because you can throw a desk away. You cannot throw an arm away, diba? Okay, we're putting up an arm in DNR, which is civic society, of which you can all be a part. Okay, that's what I told Annabelle to give out my card, and then you write there, Annabelle. Okay, and then you have and then we have the email. You write it down. Action, AKSYON, kalikasan @dnr.gov.ph. Okay, so if they have any problems, it goes straight to us. And I want to introduce you to our action team. Is Art Valdez here? Okay, this is Art Valdez. He's the first Filipino that climbed Mount Everest. He's also the brother of Leo Valdez, but he cannot sing. Yes, and he is very ably, as you know, General Bato, right? I have my own bato. I'm gonna show it. Can I call Peter here? Yeah. Yes, introducing DNR General Bato. Okay. You look at his face. Oh. Does he look like Bato? Okay, so he and Art are the action team. And they will have their own auditing mechanism so they can go fast. And they will work together with all of DNR. EMB will be supervised by Leo. I really like him. You know, I've dealt with him for 6 years when I was in the ABS Foundation, and he has never ever been dishonest. And actually, in the past administration, there were more suspensions than in any other administration. He's a good man. And my experience with him, like, he gets these dunks mabilis. Like, I met all the lumads in Manila. And then I told him, Leo, oh my God, you know, we have to do something for Mindanao. Back, you know, finish. We're finishing all the Mindanao things by next week. That's fast. Is that fast or is that fast? It's really good, no? And then I tell him, you know, people are writing me, and then they said, we do this, he goes there parang immediate. So that suits my temperament. Because when things take long, I get bored. Okay, so I like things to happen fast. Okay, so this is, so I told Secretary Abella, I have to be like Duterte, di ba? He's like that. So we're doing a Duterte thing for the environment. Okay, is that okay?
Right.
Okay. Ernie, look at my general baton. Yes. Okay, so if you have any problems, you let us know. I will work together with you. Do you love Mindanao? Yes. How much do you love Mindanao? In a scale of 1 to 10. Do you agree with me that Mindanao must be for Mindanaoans? Yes. Do you agree? Yes. Do you love God? Yes. Do you love country? Yes. Do you love Mindanao? Yes. Prove it! Okay, you work with me, okay? We work together, alright? We'll work together for Mindanao. Yeah, okay. Wait, do you like my General Bato? He's good, he's military, no? He told me 7 days. What did you say, General? 7, 8 days. Oh, you look at his face, oh.
8 days, ma'am.
Okay, 8 days back. Okay, we'll stop the illegal logging. Okay, I also want you to know that on Monday at 11 o'clock a.m. in the DNR office, I am signing a memorandum of agreement with General Bato. He will be there. And General Bong Visaya, he will be there. I worked with him for the Pasig River. You know, he helped me clean the estero, so I know him. So General Bato, General Visaya, and Mike Sueño, who's the Secretary of the ILG. And then I asked him, Mike, kung may topak na mayor at governor, kung may topak, kaya nyo ba sila? Sabi niya, walang problema, i-suspend yan. Oh, di ba? Is that not very powerful? You know, because really, President Duterte does not like topak na LGU. Okay, so we have the head of the ILG. Wow. The head of the army. Wow. The head of the police para sa kalikasan. Oh, di ba? Is that powerful? Is that powerful? That's very powerful. And then we have General Bato.
Full name niya, ma'am.
Huh? Full name mo, Peter Mutu? Mutu. Oh, you look at his face. Does he look like Bato? Ano? What's his position? Oh, General Bato.
He's just an enforcer.
He's the assistant of Yusek I. I can give him a position. Siya, General, you give him General. Okay, no, we have a good team. We have a very, very good team in DNR. Oh, I also want you to know, since I'm talking already, that I want to go into business. Okay, so I don't want DNR to just be regulation with the sphere of social justice. And my explanation of social justice is that the resources of Mindanao must be for Mindanaoans. That's my understanding. That's social justice. Okay, and in that way, the regulation will go on, and then we have development. Yeah? I have so much money. I have 9 billion pesos. Yes, and I want to use that, the National Greening Program, to upgrade the economy. Okay, because I have when I was in ABS-CBN Foundation, we have the La Mesa Eco Park and the La Mesa Watershed, which I did together with Marlo Mendoza. Where's Marlo? Yes, he was my classmate in AIM. And he's a very good forester. So you know how much La Mesa Watershed, and La Mesa Watershed is earning 3 million pesos. The Eco Park is earning 40 million. Taon-taon. Wow! O, diba? What if the National Greening Program, of which I have 9 billion pesos, yes, is put into the areas in the country and in Mindanao in a way which, like La Mesa, earns a lot of money. It's good, di ba? Okay, which means my partners will be the community. We're gonna do agroforestry in between. And what I want is that reforestation program, the National Greening Program of DNR, will be a major push for the economic well-being of Mindanao. So I don't want to plant only one kind of tree. That's corny. I want to plant many kinds of trees. Like in La Mesa, you go there, nandyan na yung eagles. Dun sila nagro-roost. I mean, they make babies there in the La Mesa. The streams have come back. The flowers have come back. I want a paradise in Mindanao. Do you like that? Okay, then when I have paradise, what you have to do is you all have to write about it. So many people will go there, and who will make the money? The community. Is that good or is that good? Very good. So you have to help also. So what you want to do is I want to use that 9 billion pesos to have economic impact of 18 billion. Is that good or is that good? Yes, because if I have economic impact of 18 billion, it'll give me more money. I put more money there. That's good, di ba? So I want to work together with the civic society. So, by the way, I ask you all mandatory. You have to go down and see the exhibits. Ay nako, you're gonna talagang grabe talaga, di ba? So good. Yung dyan, yung mga exhibits dyan, ang galing ng Mindanao. So kung bibigyan sila ng konting tulong, o di ba? Whatever technology they have, you can boom it everywhere. Grabe ang galing ng taga Mindanao. Grabe talaga. So they just need a little help. Eh buti na lang may pera ako. At yung DA, pupunta siya dito bukas. May pera din siya. Yan. Yung DOH, may pera din siya. At si Ernie, may pera ka ba? Wala. Never mind, malapit siya sa president. Okay, but the president has lots of money, and he's coming here, and he likes Mindanao. O baka may peace na sa Mindanao, di ba? Okay, and I want to work together with the MNLF and the NPA. Yeah, we work together with everyone. Why will there be any fighting here? Why will there be any fighting here if people have money to send their kids to college, money for their health, money to put food on the table? We will have a very different Mindanao because the president is from Mindanao. Yes. Okay.
Thank you very much, Ms.
Yeah.
Gina. Yes, this side over here will be given an opportunity from Catholic Herald.
Morning, Ma'am Gina and Cheryl.
Yeah.
Ma'am, our Pope Francis has released an encyclical called Laudato Si.
Yes.
And I've heard that you are making it as your reference in your
Very.
policy making. What specificity po? In terms of, may chapter po ba tayo doon? May linya po ba tayo doon? Kung saan natin tulungan?
Well, the Pope said we should utilize our resources with decency. And he said money is the, in my understanding, he said money is not everything. You know, decency and good conduct and regard for the environment and regard for our fellow men, fellow human beings is much, much more important than the money that we make. And I totally agree.
Here we have from Radio Astig,
Yes,
Coronadal.
good afternoon, Ma'am Gina. Teng Garcia, Radio Astig, Coronadal, South Cotabato. Na-interview na po.
Oh, yan. Tinawagan mo.
Yes. Ma'am, thank you po for reviewing the PCC sa SMI, South Cotabato. Lyrics from Coronadal.
Oh, yung tampakan. Ay, ikaw nagbiyahe.
Yes. Ma'am, I would like to ask you, your stand in aerial spray. In South Cotabato, merong pinapas niyo na resolution banning sa aerial spray. But, nabasura po dahil ang sinabi po doon is word ultra vires, there is no such law kasi walang banning, dapat magpasa pa ang Kongreso ng batas para sa aerial spray. Ang ginawa doon, i-regulate na lang. So ano po ang masasabi ng DNR?
That question came here kasi maraming katutubo na nag-complain sa aerial spray, nagkakasakit sila. Okay, ang sinabi sa akin ni Secretary Leo Gisareno ay na may power pala ako. Pwede akong gumawa ng policy. I don't have to go to Congress. I as DNR, right, can make a policy that given that aerial spray creates massive suffering, you know, is bad for the people's health, in that line, I can actually make a policy that there shall be no aerial spraying that jeopardizes the quality of life of the people. Because this is my stand on. People should not be allowed to make money. We cannot build an economy based on suffering. Do you agree? You cannot make money on the suffering of others. You can make money, no problem at all. But don't make money causing suffering to others. Is that okay? Okay. You have to say anything else? That's it. Okay.
Go ahead, your question.
I have lawyers here. Is Ipat Luna. Ayan. Okay, this is Ipat Luna. She's gonna be handling our legal. Ayan. So she's going to make sure that we're always covered by the law. Okay. Yes.
Good afternoon, Ma'am Gina. I'm Sammy Luzon from Energy FM Davao del Norte.
Okay.
Apo. Ma'am Gina, rampant pa rin po ang illegal logging, particular in Region 11 and 13. Ma'am, no? And then, parang lumalabas po na walang nahuli or wala nang illegal.
Ngayon wala na. May bato na ako. Diyan. 7 days. Wala. Huhuliin na natin lahat.
Kasi ma'am, wala nang huli para sabihin
Wala.
na
Huhuliin.
illegal logging.
He just started.
Opo. Pagdating doon sa mga bansuhan, ma'am, makikita po natin ang iba-ibang mga grown species po doon sa mga iba-ibang bansuhan.
Grown species?
Yes po, ma'am. So, ano po ang action dito ng DNR?
You mean biodiversity? He's talking about the trees that have been cut?
So,
Ano,
marami po, ma'am.
very
Particular,
strict.
ma'am, in Agusan del Sur area, Surigao del Sur, Davao, Compostela Valley, and the Davao Oriental po.
Yeah, we will stop it. Okay, Peter, you want to say what you will do to the illegal loggers?
May I quote you, ma'am? We will treat illegal loggers, illegal mining operators like drug dealers, drug lords.
I didn't say that. You're the one. No, but we will, for me, justice delayed is justice denied. And I think the reason why people voted for Duterte, because he's like that, diba? Pak! You do that para you feel, oh my God, he's gonna make something happen. So we're gonna do a Duterte in the DNR. Pak! You're just, okay? And if it doesn't happen, you call me. Babarilin ko sila, no? I'm joking, ha? Don't put that down, no? Okay, I'm just teasing, ha? I'm teasing only. Okay.
Ma'am, good afternoon. I'm Pearl Gahaner of the Manila Standard. Ask ko lang po, ma'am, Davao City has a local ordinance in which it bans the mining in any part of the city except for
Yes.
the round the quarry section. But
Yeah.
there are just only limited spaces for that. What can you say about this, ma'am? And are you planning to copy this and to apply it in the national law?
Wow. Can we do something like that? Yeah?
What we can do is honor local bans. We will honor and approve local bans. If they ban it locally, then we will respect that.
Okay. Is that okay? Yan. Kung ayaw ng tao dyan, then we will. Maski gusto nila, baka yan o yun. But at least we will honor local bans. Okay? And even, because some politicians might not be the best kind of politicians, di ba? Okay, so rule of law and the common good. The common good. I will not allow anything which will cause suffering. Yes.
Maybe work for the alternative minerals management.
Yes, and we will, the law, the Mining Act today is flawed. It's flawed. Okay, because President Duterte said 40 billion. What I know is that the net revenue is 35 billion. And of that 35 billion, 82%, this is in the BIR, is JB Garganera here? Is he here? Okay, anyway, 82% goes to the mining company. So for that net revenue of 35 billion, and I don't know, it might have increased now, but I think 2 or 3 years back, with that net revenue of 35 billion, 29 billion goes to the mining company. And how much goes to the country? 18%. And out of that, how much goes to the community? Ay nako, konting-konti. So, like for example, Tampakan, they say, my God, it's the biggest foreign investment, $5.9 billion. Hello! Where will the money go? First of all, mining is not labor-intensive. It's capex, it's dams, it's like that, it's explosives. It's 5.9 billion of what? Do we benefit from that at all? And then the net revenue of that 5.9 billion, saan yan pupunta? In the Mining Act of today, the 82% of that 5.9 billion, whatever is the net, goes to the mining company. So talong-talo tayo. We've had 3 universities, the Palawan State University, the Bicol State University, and the Mindoro State College, that the 3 of them, for 1 year, they did a total economic evaluation of lahat ng benefits of mining, the scholarships, the schools, the whatever. They gave a monetary value to that. And then they gave a monetary value to all of the destruction. Our farmlands, our fishery resource, our health. Grabe talaga. And in all the three, in a balance sheet format, we come out losing by the hundreds of millions. So tell me that irresponsible mining is good for the economy at all. It's not good at all. Okay.
When we suggest mining ban, ano po yung pamalit natin dun sa mawawalan? Like for example,
okay, good question.
Parang 40 billion po ata mawawala sa ban totally those mining.
Okay, I want to tell you the story of Ugong Rock. Okay, I don't think Mayor Hagedorn is here, but I have a project in Puerto Princesa where they were doing kaingin before. This is just an example, okay? And they were doing kaingin before, and then we invested, you know how much? 250,000 pesos lang, okay, for ecotourism. You know how much this community is making na? Taon-taon? 30 million. 30 million every year. On the second year, they can send their kids to college. Ang sabi ng barangay captain ng taga-binet, Ma'am, lahat ng pamilya dito may trabaho dahil sa Ugong Rock. They have 5 million pesos in the bank. From 30 people, they're now blossomed to almost 300. Wala nang mahirap dyan. Okay, in another area in Puerto Princesa, we put in 250,000 pesos sa Firefly Visitor Center, what do you call these, toilets, ganyan. You know how much the banqueros there are earning now? 10,000 pesos. Linggo-linggo! Magbangkera na kayo. 40,000, di ba? May 1 million pesos sila sa bangko sa pag-alaga ng kalikasan. And I have many projects like that all over the country. We're running now 26. Lahat sila nakakapera. Okay. So, this is what I would like to do. In the areas where we suspend, I'll not just suspend. Unang-una, yung sino nagtatrabaho sa mina, kailangan may trabaho sila. Di ba? Kasi may pamilya sila. So what we want to do, and correct me if I'm wrong, Leo, no, is that the mining company, their rehab funds, they have to rehabilitate the river, di ba? Sinuspend sila kasi dinamay nila yung river, dinamay nila yung rice fields, nakasakit ang tao, o dapat ayusin nila yan. Correct or correct? O, sa pag-ayos nila yan, yung pera dyan, I'll hire all yung taga-mina at dun sila makakatrabaho. O pagkatapos na yan, then we'll do our national greening program. Yan, para makakapera sila yung agroforestry. And in fact, I have here Sylvia Ordonez. Is she here? Yes! Okay, here, this is Sylvia Ordonez. She used to be head of TLRC. Yeah, she's a really good business person. I'm a firm believer in business. You know, my family is a business family, and you don't want to give money again and again, yeah? You have to make money, okay? So we're going to work with her and with Nikki Perlas. Where's Nikki? Yes. We want to do business, okay? I want the communities to make money. So in response to your question, if you stop the mining there, because they're destroying in the environment, I guarantee you, on the first year, ay nako, talagang their lives are going to go up big time. If you stop destroying in the environment, you can sell beauty, you know? Pwedeng ibenta yung kagandahan ng lugar. Now you tell me, maganda ba ang Mindanao or maganda?
Ganda.
Ay, saksakan na maganda. Grabe talaga, pwedeng ibenta ko. It's so beautiful, okay? I know GMA is here, but ABS has TFC, the Filipino channel. I can sell Mindanao, man. Everybody will come here. Okay? But I want to make it that the community benefits. Okay? All right. Yes,
Good afternoon, Secretary Lopez. Ma'am, the director of the NEDA, National Economic Development Authority here, Lourdes Lim, said she already wrote DENR recommending that the small-scale mining industry in the region be organized and regulated, since it's one of the most problematic sector daw, the small-scale mining, because they are not regulated. And also another one is they have the tendency to sell their raw ores to the black market instead of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Do you plan to issue a policy on this?
We will assess. Okay? But my non-negotiable stand is the common good. I will not allow any kind of operation, whether it be small scale or large scale, where nagdudusa ang komunidad. None. And then those are policy issues which have to be assessed. Okay, anything else?
This is Carmelina from the Inquirer.
I can't see you.
Ma'am, sorry.
Okay, darling, yeah.
I just want to go back to, you said that you're going to issue policy on.
If it's scientifically found that the aerial spray is damaging big time the health of the population there, it shouldn't be allowed.
That would be formal ban. When are you going to issue?
It will be in the form of an administrative order. Okay, you must don't make headlines like that. You always say like if you have to follow rule of law. Okay, but if in the process of investigation it is found and proven scientifically that aerial spray is damaging in a big way the lives of the people, it shouldn't be allowed. But we will follow the rule of law, okay? If it's damaging the environment, and for me, very important is the health of the people. It's also, I was told, damaging the environment, it's killing the, it's killing the agricultural land, okay? In the same way as palm oil, yeah, which is killing the agricultural land, flattening the landscape. We want Mindanao to be for Mindanaoans, and we want it to benefit. And for it to benefit, talagang kailangan alagaan. Okay. Oh, I don't think it will take long, no? Within this month, by August, okay?
I have another question.
Yes.
I think this might be beyond your. I'm just wondering if there's something that government can do to address the anti-mining.
Just in general, but no, I'm just joking. I'm PC. Well, you know, I really have the commitment of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, and then the police, and then the DILG. That's very, very powerful, right? My God, if I have the police, the military, parang I should be able to stop all of these illegal things, di ba? The killing of environmental activists. I should be able to do that. Okay. I mean, not me, no? I mean, we should be able to do that. Yeah.
Other questions?
Okay.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Mayor from Philippines News Agency. Ma'am, may we know what's this MOA that you will be signing with the PNP chief and the army?
It's MOA that in essence commits, that the police force commits and the military commits to assist DNR in the protecting of the resources of the country. They commit, including the DILG, that they will not allow any kind of illegal activity which adversely affects the lives of our people. That's in essence what it is. It's a strong force for the environment. The DILG, the PNP, the AFP, wow, it's very, very powerful.
We will upload the MOA once it's signed. We will upload it on the website.
Okay, and just to let you know that we're putting out a website, full transparency, what I'm doing with the money, how much we're spending for admin, whatever, and then all the things we're doing. I'm even considering putting my diary there to tell me, this is what I felt and I'm so happy and I went this, naku, umiyak ako. What do you think about that? A blog, what do you think? Is that a good idea? my DNR secretary, I'll tell you what I feel, what I see. What do you think? Yeah? Okay, but full transparency, everything, up to the last centavo, what we're doing with everything. Okay? Yeah, so you'll know everything. So you might not even have to go to the press con anymore, you just go to the website. And the website is interactive. So you'll be able to say, Mom, why don't you do this? Oh my God, why don't you go here? Wala, it's gonna be interactive. We will have that up in 2 weeks max. Okay? And we'll let you know.
Just follow up on the MOA, ma'am. Does this mean that you will be creating a team to monitor all the mining areas?
Yeah.
Or other environmental...
Yes, of course. I think, do we have Louis? Is Louis Jacinto here? Louis, okay, this is our MGB head, and in front of everyone, he committed. You know, he's from Mindanao, and he used to be the planning officer of Duterte. I think, how long have you known him, Louis? 20 years or something? And he has committed, in no uncertain terms, that he will make sure that the mining industry. He's not committed to any mine. He's only committed to God and country. So, Louis, you wanna come here? Okay, do you see Louis? His name is Louis Jacinto. Okay. If there's anything wrong with any mine, you tell me. I'm gonna... Louis, why did you allow this? Okay. Now, because Louis just came on August 18. Did you come on August 1? Okay, so that means for 3 weeks, Leo had already started the audit. So I asked Louis if it's okay with him if Leo just finishes the audit kasi naumpisahan na niya. Okay, but after the audit, then it is Louis' task to make sure that whatever mines pass the audit and stay there, he will make, and he's very strict, correct? Louis, are you strict? He's also a baton. Yeah, he will make sure for God and country that these mines must perform well, correct? Yes, okay.
So does this mean, ma'am, after the audit, this team that you will be DNR, police and army, will be the one to implement whatever recommendations?
If it's illegal logging, then you have to get the police, di ba? If it's something na may top-up talaga, baka you need the military. So as need basis, yeah, when it's needed.
Question.
Yes, sir.
I'm Gina.
Yes.
I'm very happy to hear that you're going to come into an agreement with the military because of the particular problems that we've had here in Mindanao.
Yes.
And on the one hand, the problem has been the mines.
Yes.
Because when we look at our IPs, our indigenous peoples, and they try to exert their rights over their indigenous, their ancestral domains. The mines intrude into the ancestral domains. Now, what has been the experience is that when the people complain, the military protect the mines. All right? And because the military protect the mines, the NPA protect the people.
Yes.
And when the NPA protect the people, the Lumad are hurt because the military get their manpower from the Lumad and the NPA get their manpower from the Lumad.
Yeah. Crazy.
The key problem is the mines.
That's right.
So
that's right.
I'm very happy.
Yeah,
that
I
you're
totally
addressing this
understand.
problem.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
You might want to.
Ay nako, I love Father Joel. Mahal mo ba siya? He's sobrang magaling. Okay. So I totally understand. I mean, you can feel his heart, no? When the Lumads came and they told me, minimilitarize ang place natin, parang ginagawa silang bodyguard, the mining company. So I talked, I think, was it that day? I think that day, I called up General Bong Bisaya and I said, Bong, my God, can you just stop this? The militarization, and he agreed. Okay, so we have a new administration, and this administration is committed to the public good. And in fact, I texted him the other day, and I told him, Bong, ano kaya kung mag-agriculture na lang sila? Yung military, they can help the farmers, di ba? Change their image. So let's see, and I want to thank you, Father Joel, for that question. And in fact, when we signed the MOA on Monday, I will ask General Bong Visayan to make a statement addressing that concern, because that is a very key concern. The use of the military to protect business interests as opposed to protecting the people. The problem here is this, what the military, I don't want to say they don't think, but the military, what they do is they protect the law. Okay, so the problem is when the mining company has been allowed to be there legally, the mining company's been allowed to be there legally, so then they just protect that, they're protecting the law. Okay, so but if we shift that, and we say that mining operation, because it's caused great suffering, is suspended, and is no longer allowed to be, then the military shouldn't be bodyguards anymore, di ba? Okay, so we will shift that. But I think the time has come to shift the image. Is Ernie here? Ernie, what do you think of that, no? It's the image of the military, no? We have to shift the image of the military from being bodyguards of selfish business interests into actually protectors of the people. And then if I think if President Duterte can work in that way, we will, no? Okay. All right. Okay. Anything else?
Yes, we have one more question.
One last.
Yes, before.
Yeah.
Somebody pass the mic. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Ma'am, good afternoon po. Zaya Capistrano from Davao Today. Clarify ko lang, ma'am.
From Davao what?
Davao Today po.
Okay.
What will you do po with the Philippine Mining Act? Will it be reviewed or...
It must be reviewed. It's a really, can I tell them what you said, Father Joel? Can I tell them that? Are you sure? Okay, Father Joel sobrang matapang, You know what he says about the Philippine Mining Act? He says it's treason. Treason! You want to explain that?
Thank you, Gina. The Philippine Mining Act is, in my view, treason.
Treason.
Because the minerals, the Constitution of the Philippines says that the minerals belong to the state.
To us.
Meaning that the minerals belong to the people.
Yes.
Right? Now, this Philippine Mining Act has been hailed all over the world as progressive because it's being hailed all over the world by the miners. It's the miners' interests that have pushed and have supported this Philippine Mining Act of 1995. If you are a landowner and you have a garden in your backyard and somebody tells you there's a gold treasure in the backyard, and you call somebody, please help me find the gold treasure. What happens through the Philippine Mining Act is somebody goes in and digs for the treasure and pays the government an excise tax for the digging activity. An excise tax of 2.5% on the digging activity, and then when the treasure comes out, that person brings the treasure away. What happened to the landowner? What happened to the people? The Philippine Mining Act of 1995 allows foreigners to come in and take our minerals away free.
Treason! Write that down. Treason. I did say that.
Never have been passed.
Treason.
It's not in the interest of the country.
Yeah.
And finally, I think under this president, under Gina Lopez, I think it's time for all of us to demand that this treasonous bill be finally repealed and replaced with a bill that is in the interest of the Filipino people.
Yeah. Let's give a round of applause. Yes.
We'll have two more questions before
Two more.
before we end the session because
Give me 5 minutes.
Miss Gina and Father hasn't had their lunch yet. So,
Have you eaten na?
so yeah, can we have just two more? Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am. Start with you. Yes, ladies first.
Ma'am, maybe no po kung meron po ba kayong move to review all the issued permits po sa mga coal,
Yes.
mga coal-fired power plant companies, especially po dito sa Mindanao, knowing that the balance mix po dito, generation mix is dominated by those coming from the coal-fired power plant. So, what will be the move of DNR now po? What will be your plan in the future to ensure na ma-attain po yung 50-50 generation mix po?
I have talked to Secretary Cusi, okay, and then he agrees with me that the move towards renewable is the right thing to do, okay, because in my assessment of existing coal plants, we did a study on 4, and in the coal plants that we did a study on, the people suffer, their health deteriorates, they earn less money, it's bad for the environment. What's happening here is the community around, the poor people, are paying the cost of cheap energy. So it's not really cheap. It's just that the poor are subsidizing the cost because the coal plants are not paying the cost of negative externalities. Naintindihan mo ba yan? They're not paying the cost of health, of the economy, of the destruction of the environment. Wala yan sa bayad na, no? So it's cheap parang. Okay, and then in addition to that, coal, if you've seen Semirara, your heart will bleed. Semirara, I mean, it's killed hundreds of hectares of mangroves, affected thousands of seaweed farmers. That's an ecotourism site. So why will you why will we limit ourselves to dirty energy which makes people suffer? And why don't we go for solar, which is free? And then, but we have to, no, it's not expensive. In Dubai, solar is now 1 peso and 30 centavos. In India, solar is cheaper than diesel. Renewable is getting there, okay? So I'm not keen on limiting ourselves to coal because once you say yes, you're stuck with it for 25 years, okay? So why don't we go for renewable? So, but the thing of Secretary Cusi is this, and this is his thing, so I don't want to go against his policies. So be careful when you write the article, don't make me, I just said that I feel that the renewable energy is the way for this country to go because we have access to geothermal, to solar, to wind. Okay, so this was the concern of Secretary Cusi. We must, he cannot afford brownouts. That's what he said. If we shift towards renewable, we must make sure that renewable he calls it base load. Okay, so we're moving in that direction. In fact, I already asked him, Secretary, is it all right if I try all renewable in certain places? Just to show that it can be done. So actually, I want to do it in Palawan, and we're going to see if we can do it in Guimaras, just to show na pwede pala. Because in Negros, Negros is run only on renewable, geothermal, and solar. So, pwede pala, di ba? So, I think if we do it in places, we'll see where we can go.
But is there a move for the review of the issued permits?
Excuse me. We will review the permits. We will not only review the permits, we will review operations. Okay? And if they haven't started construction yet, construction yet, wag na lang muna, di ba? Because once they start construction patay, it's hard to stop it na, no? But the coal plants that have been given permits but haven't started construction yet. Wait, don't write this because they might start construction. Okay, but if they haven't started, should you write it or should you not? Because they might start construction. Okay, how do you think about? But if they, should I say that?
May lapse na. Kung 5 years sila hindi nag-start, we'll cancel those na.
Oh, yan. Said, the lawyer said, if they haven't started construction in 5 years, pwede natin i-cancel according to the law.
Lapse na yun.
Oh,
Automatic.
Automatic na yan. Okay. Wait,
renewable energy.
Nikki wants to say something on.
Okay, there's a myth that solar energy cannot be base load. And that's a very common argument, but there has been revolutions in the technology of solar, which is one of the fastest energy sector, and coal is declining globally. So I don't know why we're going to coal when they are now constructing plants in the United States of over 1,000 megawatts, solar base load.
Yan.
Because there's already a revolution on the battery technology, which was the problem
problem.
with solar before. So I think we should not be fixated on old technologies that are 20th century, when the 21st century technology is much cleaner, greener, and so on. So we will be exploring those possibilities.
In fact, my cousin told me the other day they were able to fly a plane on solar. Oh,
Around the world.
around the world. Yeah? Imagine that, huh? Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank
I
you
think
very
that's
much.
it.
Unfortunately, we no longer have time. We need to wrap up. There's another event happening at the Martin Hall, and they need to take a
You put the
break.
email, action, kalikasan, at, what is it? dnr.gov.ph. That's the email, so you can know. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining the session. Thank you, Ms. Lopez. Father Tabora, thank you very much. And everyone have a nice day.
Yeah.